Hey guys, welcome back to my channel NitroIntel, where you get honest and practical car reviews. Today, we are driving one of the most successful SUVs in the country, the mighty Mahindra XUV700. This car is offered in 26 different variants for diesel and 22 different variants for petrol. Since its launch, it has sold more than 2.5 lakh units. It gets 5-star global NCAP safety rating and has bagged Car of the Year awards many times. In 2025, does this car still stand to the hype? Let's find out. On the outside, the XUV700 has a very strong road presence due to its big, bold and premium look. Up front, you get the sharp-looking C-shaped LED DRLs and sequential turn indicators along with LED headlamps. And the new Mahindra logo sits right in the middle of the big front grille. Along the side, you get this Mahindra signature flush pop-out door handles. From the side, the XUV700 has a strong road presence. The length of the car is about 4.7 meters with a width of 1.89 meters and stands 1.75 meters tall with those roof rails. So yeah, it's a big SUV, and with a wheelbase of 2.7 meters, you get good cabin space too. The tire profile here happens to be a 235/60 R18 paired with a stylish diamond cut alloy wheels. You also get disc brakes at the front and solid disc brakes at the rear as well. So that gives you a nice balance of looks and stopping power. This also comes with a 155/90 R 18-inch temporary spare tire neatly mounted underneath. You even get a proper visible exhaust setup which adds to that rugged SUV vibe. Talking about the seating and comfort, let's talk about the third row seat. So getting in and out of the third row seat is quite easy thanks to the tumble down function that is offered at the XUV700. Now getting into the back seat, as you can see, it's not quite spacious for tall adults. It is okay for kids and medium-sized adults on short trips. Talking about the practicality on offer, you get rear AC vents, and on the other side, you also get blower controls for the AC fan. It also gets a 12-volt charging socket along with cup holders. So that is a very nice feature to have. So guys, let's check out the boot space on offer. So as you can see, with all the 3 rows up, it gets about 240 liters of boot space, which is good enough for a couple of small bags. Now let me show you, when you flat down the third row, you get about 640 liters of massive boot space, which is good enough for tours and airport runs. So guys, getting into the middle seat, things get quite better here. The seats here are wide and supportive, and due to the huge space on offer, 3 adults can easily sit comfortably. You also get twin adjustable headrests. The middle passenger doesn't get an adjustable one. In case you're traveling with only 2 adults, you also have an armrest with twin cup holders on offer. Now talking about practicality, this also gets a manual boss mode which can be utilized to increase legroom as needed, and also if you wish to trouble your family or friends. Now you also get scooped out seat backs with magazine holders, and you get door pockets on either side which can easily accommodate 1-liter water bottles. Now talking about convenience features, you get 2 rear AC vents along with mobile phone storage and a USB Type-C charging port. Now on the door, you also get map lamps which illuminate quite well during the night time. Talking about the space, the front seat is adjusted to my height and I am about 5 feet 11 inches tall. You can see that I still have good amount of knee room and ample amount of headroom as well. You can further recline the seat in order to get more comfort. So yeah, the middle row is quite comfortable and it has all the essential features to make the journey quite a smooth and comfortable one. Now coming to the front row of the XUV700, this is one of the best places to be in. It offers superior luxury and comfort. Now starting from the side panel, you get a complete gloss black finished control panel which has options to control power windows. It has an electrically adjustable outside rear view mirror. It also gets child safety lock for windows and central locking option. Now moving on, you get electrically adjustable seats with memory function that can store up to 3 people's configurations. Now this is something really cool which is offered in only high-end variants in the market today. Now moving on to the side, under the AC vent of the driver's seat, you also get options for engine auto ignition on or off. You get traction control button and hill descent control. Now one of the cool things that I like about this vehicle is its huge panoramic sky roof, which I'm about to operate using the system. Hey Alexa, open the sunroof. I don't know why this is not working. Alexa, open sunroof.
Okay.
So as you can see, this huge panoramic sky roof actually brings in a lot of airiness and light into the cabin and makes it feel very comfortable. Now talking about the panel here, it gets 2 lamps. It also gets physical control for the sunroof. And then you also get controls for the light over here. There's a sunglass holder for added convenience. The IRVMs on offer is a manual one. Sadly, it misses out on an auto dimming rear view mirror even in the top spec variant. Now coming down on the center console, you get a dual 10.25 inch connected screen which we will cover in more detail. You also get 2 AC vents in the middle, and I love how Mahindra has still retained the physical buttons for the air conditioning. It gets a dual zone climate control, it gets a dedicated switch for rear AC vents, and it also gets physical buttons for the hazard light, reverse parking camera, the screensaver and the drive mode selector. Now moving below, you also get mobile phone holder, and it also gets a mobile phone dedicated storage along with 2 USB-A type charging sockets. Now moving on to the left, in terms of practicality, it gets a decent sized glove box along with a dedicated document organizer kit. Now moving on to the center, it gets a complete gloss black finish transmission setup with a manual transmission 6-speed gearbox. It also gets a dedicated physical handbrake, and it gets a central rotary knob which I think is very cool. You can use it to browse through the infotainment system, or you can also just adjust the volume controls. It also gets a dedicated cup holder and a slidable armrest on offer. Upon opening the armrest, you also get a dedicated key storage, and this compartment is actually cooled. So you get lots of storage around the front seat. So now coming on to the driver's cockpit, you get a 3-spoke steering setup with the Mahindra logo at the center. You get a flat bottom steering, and on the left you get the controls dedicated for the infotainment system, and on the right you get the cruise control along with controls for operating the instrument cluster. On the right you get a switch to operate the headlamps and the indicators, along with option for upper and dipper, and on the left you get the option to control the wipers, which offers decent amount of throw, and it gets aero twin wipers which does the operation quite noise free. Talking about the Adrenox infotainment system, you get multiple options here, starting with fun in XUV700. you get wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, radio, and other media features such as Bluetooth and inbuilt navigation. And the screen is quite easy and slick to use with decent responsiveness. Going back to the home screen, while clicking on Fun with XUV700, you have the option to change the drive mode. The Zip mode is basically for city driving, Zap is for a mix of city and highway driving, and Zoom is essentially the sports mode that gets activated. You also get additional details such as the torque and power output, like so, and you can see it's functional. So yeah, that's pretty much about the infotainment system. So guys, let's take a look at the instrument cluster and check out what are the information that is on offer. So straight away, under the vehicle information system, you have the power and torque meters. You also get tire pressure monitoring system, and you also get to know the tire temperatures. Now you can also adjust the display layout when you select different drive modes. So if I select the drive mode as Zoom, you can see that the layout gets updated and it gets a little sporty setup. Okay. Now let's look at the other information on offer. It gets inbuilt navigation. It also gets driver assist functions based on the ADAS and radar on offer. And within the driver assist, you can see the road signs when you're actually driving the vehicle. Other information such as the fuel information also has multiple options, such as it shows the fuel economy, instantaneous fuel average, and it also shows the DEF levels for the AdBlue. It also gives a calculated score based on your driving. Apart from that, you also get one second, let me show you the drive info. Yeah, so you get twin trip meters on offer, which shows you the distance, time, and average speed. It also gets a digital clock on offer. So that's pretty much it on the instrument cluster. So guys, it's time to drive the XUV700. Straight away, let's turn off the air conditioning. Let's put the car into zoom mode, onto first gear, left foot on the clutch, right foot on the brake, and now revving the engine up to 3000 RPM, and off we go. And we are cruising at 110 kilometers per hour. As you can see guys, this is the M-Hawk 2.2 liter turbocharged diesel engine, and the one that we're driving right now is the manual one, and oh my god, it's fun to drive, absolutely fun. This 2.2 liter M-Hawk engine produces 182 horsepower at 5000 RPM and a peak torque of 420 Newton meters at a very low of 1800 RPM. And because of this car feels very nimble, very agile, and very fun to drive. So out on the highways, obviously it's a very huge car, so it grips the road very firmly. Right now we have disabled the ADAS functionalities because it kind of becomes intrusive when we're trying to shoot this video. And yeah, I think the drive is quite smooth. Even at such high speeds, the car feels quite planted, and the steering feel and feedback is quite good as well. The feeling is very light. I mean, this steering actually feels very light, and it offers decent amount of feel and feedback. The suspension is on the smoother side. It absorbs undulations and bumps quite easily. In fact, we have also driven it on some of the potholes and the undulations on the road, it felt quite smooth even on those roads. So yeah, the ride is very good, the handling is very good. The performance, as you can see, is very punchy performance, especially in the mid-range between 60 to 100. I think the performance is really good. So guys, it's time to look at the ADAS functionality. Right now, what we're going to test is the lane keep assist feature. So as you can see, if I try to go to the right, the car automatically gives me an alert to keep the hands on the steering wheel. And you also notice that the steering tilts itself to maintain the car in the prescribed lane. Okay, so that's the lane departure warning that's kicking in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like the channel, share and subscribe to it for more such amazing content. Until then, tata, bye bye.